Hey gang, welcome to a Vinyl Finds of All Kinds video, which means no Beatles, everything but the Beatles. And I'm going to start this time by showing a couple of 7-inch records first, then I'll get to the albums. This one's a white label promo that I found, and it's often a song that I call my favorite song of all time, and it's not a Beatles song. It's a song called Judy in Disguise with Glasses. This is a white label promo on Paula Records, and it's really a nice shape. I just love this song. I mean, if it's not the greatest record ever made for me, it is near the top. It is just a really exciting, fun pop song, and every time I talk about it, like John Fred and his Playboy Band, I always tout it as my favorite record. It never fails to give me a lift anytime I hear it. It always puts me in the mood and excites me every time. Just a fun, rollicking pop song. Okay, this next thing here is, it's a promotional record, Capitol Records, talking about complete selections from 4 great new Capitol albums, and basically they have West Side Story, Dream Dancing Medley, The Four Amigos, but the reason I bought it was for the bottom one, the Andy Griffith Show. I'm not really a big fan of the show itself, believe it or not, but I got this because it has Andy Griffith singing that whistling theme song. He actually sings the song The Fishing Hole. Let's go down to the Fishing Hole, and hopefully this will show up. There's an album cover here with Sheriff Andy Taylor from the Andy Griffith Show, and I'll be on the lookout for that album. That might be fun to have, the actual album of Andy Griffith singing the title song. Here's the label on red. It says right here, for promotional use only, not for sale. So it's pretty good. Nice 4-track EP. Okay, that takes care of the 7-inch vinyl records. Now the next one I'm going to show should be a real surprise to a lot of Who fans out there, and it's a surprise to me actually. I just got this today, only a couple of hours ago, and I can't believe it in a way that I actually paid for this, because I'm just starting to get into the Who. I'm not as big a Who fan as many people out there, and it's the Who Sell Out. From what I understand, it's original first pressing. It's got the cellophane on it. It's got no cut corners. I mean, any copy I've seen of this has cut corners, has the sticker, includes I Can See for Miles on it. This one does not. It was in such beautiful shape. I mean, I had to pay a little bit for this. You know, kind of prices I'd pay usually just for the Beatles or somebody. It's on Decca. It's got the stereophonic label, and it's got that deep groove that I like in the label, which you may see there. And it's really a nice shape. I'm getting more into the Who lately. It was a bit of, like I say, a bit of a stretch for me to pick up an album like this for the price that I paid for it. But I don't know, I couldn't resist it. Something about it, I never seen it so nice, I had to get it. And I don't know, I was told that this was not really the inner sleeve that came with it. This came with the repressing, they said. But, you know, it's a nice deck of sleeves, so at least I have this too. Even though I don't think it really goes with it. But I'm very excited about this one, this album, having this. I know it's so difficult to get Who albums in nice shape, from what I understand. Okay, speaking of inner sleeves, here's an inner sleeve of Elvis Presley. It advertises the album Elvis is Back. This was in a copy of a really ratty, torn G.I. Blues album, the soundtrack, and I asked if I could get just the inner sleeve for my collection, and I thought it was so cool and vintage, so I got that. But I also managed to get another copy of the Sun Sessions. If you remember my last video, or one of the last videos that I had finds in of all kinds, I found a really minty cover of the Sun Sessions with Elvis, and it was in cellophane original shrink, but the record was messed up, not worth keeping, and so I bought this crappy cover with a mint record in it. So I made up for it, and I'm going to Frankenstein the two together, and I'm going to get myself a really nice copy of the Sun Sessions. I think this is original because later on I think it was on black RCA. This is the tan colored RCA if I know my Elvis. Don't know my Elvis as well as I know my Beatles, but I'm sure some Elvis people out there can help me along. Now, I just uploaded a video not too long ago, a record store video, back at the record store I called it, something like that. And in that video I showed the dilemma involved in this album. It's an Anne Margaret album, beautiful cover, and I bought this solely for the cover. I had a dilemma because the record didn't really grab me on first listen. I played the whole thing in the store and it wasn't my style, but this record was only 20 bucks, and for 20 bucks in mint shape, such beautiful alluring shots of Anne Margaret there doing her stuff. I got this just for the cover, folks, but I like Anne Margaret's voice, and it's an album I'll play again. Maybe it'll grow on me. It's very schmaltzy, a little too schmaltzy, but then again, some schmaltz is good at times, so let's give it a chance. Alright, this one I bought purely to keep sealed. It's sealed, never opened, and it never will be opened. It's an Arista version of the Monkees' greatest hits, with the stickers and whatever have you, and it's like a piece of artwork. I have all these songs available on other vinyl and other compilations and can always play them, but this is just to have it pristine, like you went into the store and picked it up, and that's how I'm going to keep that. Here's a copy of add to my soundtrack collection of movies, the National Lampoon's Animal House soundtrack. Fun movie. I went to see this very recently. I think it was August, maybe. August. Wow, time goes fast. With my nephew, we come back to the movie theaters and the big screen. A lot of fun. Here's a Joan Jett, Glorious Results of a Misspent Youth. I have this album in pristine shape already. The reason I got this one is because it's an unusual copy. It says on the back, manufactured by RCA Music Service under license. So this is like a licensed club version or something, and there's a little notation here which may not be clear on the camera, but it's different. And when you take out the inner sleeve, which I'm not going to do, the inner sleeve is the same. It's got a picture of Joan in the band, the same as the regular version, but the regular version is like smooth and glossy. This one's just paper. Big deal, right? But as a Joan Jett collector, why not? The actual MCA label that's on the record is slightly different too, so it was fun. Now these two, I'm wondering what the reaction is going to be to these two. I'm really curious to hear. One time I was in a record store where they had a copy of this album, and it was really trash. It was 25 cents, but I didn't pick it up because it was so bad and unplayable. But I always liked the cover. It's a Dean Martin album called Pretty Baby, and I really like that cover. I think that's a lot of fun. Dean looking cool with a woman there. And this is in my record store now in shrink, and for just a couple of bucks more, I was able to get this. And I tell you, when I listen to Dean Martin, I like his singing, and in fact, nice quality, capital. I think that he might sing a little better than Frank Sinatra. I don't know, but I don't know if it's better or just different. But it seems to me that Frank talks more and phrases his songs more, where maybe Dean sang more. If that makes sense. All right, let's discuss it. Be my guest. Next one is an album I have already, but this one I couldn't pass up because it was, again, in the shrink wrap. It looks so beautiful. It's a Dean Martin Christmas album. Christmas is coming faster than I'd like. Every year it just creeps up on me too fast, really, now. And not anywhere ready for it. But I got the album in the shrink wrap on the Tricolor Reprise label. A nice shape.